like he's saying he's blaming it on tainted meat in Mexico. But like I stated before, man, the Mexican meat is tainted with a lot of steroids and things of that nature. But these athletes know it. Like these athletes, they know it. And Canelo Alvarez, he knew it. Its athletes have been caught in Mexico for the doing the same thing. And my thing is this: either it's gross negligence at best, or you're doing it and you're going to get the benefits from it. And then if you get caught, at least you can lean back on it and say, well, the meat is tainted in Mexico. Well, Canelo does not have to eat the meat. He can get, like I said before in my previous videos about this situation, he can get his meat imported. He can get his meat from somewhere else because he makes so much money that why would he even risk doing it? I believe this, that he knew about. I mean, that knowingly they did it. We're gonna get the benefits from it. If we don't get caught, fine. We get to have all the benefits from it. If we get caught, that's fine on that the meat is tainted in Mexico. And my thing is this: Canelo Alvarez is a cheater, man. Because if anybody else would have done this, if Floyd Mayweather would have did this, if Wilder would have did this, if anybody else would have got caught doing this, no one would have tried to say, well, maybe it's a mistake. No, it's not a mistake. These type of things like this does not happen on mistake. And the fact of the matter is, the meat is tainted and you ate the meat anyway. They say what? They say 1 out of 3 places you buy meat in Mexico is tainted. So come on, the chances of you getting it is great. And maybe, maybe even they even know the area where the tainted meat is coming from, allegedly. And they can, you know, eat the meat and then, say, hey, see, we were training in this area or whatever. And we end up eating the tainted meat. But come on, man, like really. And now, if he go before the Nevada State Commission, Boston Commission, they should ask him those questions. Didn't you know previously that the meat was tainted? You did not know the meat was tainted. And Canelo Alvarez cannot say he did not know the meat was tainted. He lives in Mexico. They know the meat is tainted. Now it's people coming out saying that could he have taken it in the first fight? Can he? But that's what happens when you do things like this. People start putting your whole career in question. And they say the steroid he was taking, the benefits he gets is he gets to lose weight good. And we all know Canelo has had trouble losing weight because he even came up with the Canelo weight. And it gives you stamina. And we all know his stamina has been an issue. So, Canelo, he knows very, very well that he was taking tainted meat. And now, he's temporarily suspended. Man, this fight is going to happen. Plain and simple. The fight is going to happen. We all know the fight is going to happen. There's too much money involved. I think they probably doing this to save face, to say, well, we did an investigation. We found out that he truly was eating tainted meat, and that's what it was, and they're going to close it up, and the fight going to still go on. But to me, this fight is tainted now. How can we look at the Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G fight in the same light? This man, Canelo Alvarez, is a cheater, plain and simple. The man has cheated. The man they got busted. His team and he let himself down. But like I said, the fight is going to go on because they're going to have a great alibi and say we ate tainted meat in Mexico. I truly believe that they knowingly did this. And even if you didn't normally know, even if you didn't knowingly do it, but you know the meat is tainted, and you still took the risk of eating the meat in Mexico, it's gross negligence. To me, he should be suspended for being stupid, for being dumb. At any rate, he should be suspended. Period. Period. Point blank. I bet you if it was this was the other fighters, man. See, the commission to me, they have to suspend this man and not like allow this fight to happen for one simple reason. If you let him get away with this, then you have to show leniency for everybody else to get caught. Because Lucas Brown has been caught, Lamont Peterson has been caught, Shane Mosley has been caught. You can't. Ortiz has been caught. Povetkin has been caught many times. This dude's still fighting, but then you have to let everybody have leniency, because then people are going to say that you're showing favoritism to Conelo Alvarez, which it's clear that y'all showing favoritism to this guy, because it's too much money into this fight. The more money there is, the less people like to mess up the apple cart. And Conelo Alvarez, he tried to get an edge because he really is the only person that's holding up Golden Boy. You know, Golden Boy do have other fighters, but he's the meal ticket. He's the star. He's like 10 steps above those guys. So he needs to win this fight. The first fight, I thought he lost. I thought Triple G won that fight. Some people thought Canelo won. Triple G won the fight, man. He made the fight. He landed the most punches. He threw the most punches, I believe, in the copy box. And I'm not a copy box guy. But me looking at the fight, I ain't have to look at it 2 and 3 times. I looked at it the first time. I seen, oh, yeah, Triple G won the fight, man. Triple G won the fight. Usually you know who won the fight, man, when you see it the first time. You usually know who won the fight. So, like I said, he needs to win this fight. And he was trying to get an edge. They're just plain and simple, man. I mean, I don't see how people, his supporters or people that's making excuses for Canelo, can't see it. He needs to win this fight. He was looking for an edge. He found a good way to get an edge with an alibi just in case he get caught. He got caught. Now he's saying it's the meat. To me, best case scenario, the fight should be postponed for 6 months, because even if they test him all the way up to the fight, most of these steroids, you get the benefit from them for the next 3 months, 2-3 months. He's going to get the benefits from it. Even if they test him and it's no longer in his system, his system has absorbed it, the benefits from it. So he's going to get the benefits from it. So at best, I mean, the fight should be canceled for another 6 months. Until it get completely out of his system to where he's not getting the benefits from it, because he's going to get the benefits from it. If the fight go on, he's going to be fighting on the benefits of the steroids. It's just plain and simple. I mean, Triple G wants his payday. I mean, look, if Triple G wants to fight him and knowingly that he took steroids, okay, that's on Triple G. You know, then he can't cry later if he lose the fight. He can't say, well, he was on steroids. No. Because you made a decision to fight him. Triple G wanted to get paid. I understand he wanted to get paid. This is his second biggest payday. He had a good payday with Triple G, with Canelo the first fight. Now he wants another payday. But, you know, he want to weigh him getting paid over his health. If he think he can beat Canelo, and Canelo's been on them performance-enhancing drugs, then so be it. I'm not going to be a person that's going to say, well, Triple G is stupid. Because every man get to make their own decision. If he decide that he want to fight the guy and the guy got caught on steroids, I mean, he can't come back later and say, if he lose, he can't come back later and say that, you know, Canelo was on the juice. I mean, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what y'all think. This is Boxing Talk 8576. I'm out.